What's up, guys? Just with a quick video here. A friend, subscriber, and member of our Philadelphia's finest police department here, John, who is left-handed, for one, and has a Taurus PT 1911, which he tells me has a slightly different rail profile for the accessory rail, so it makes it kind of hard to find a holster for him. Asked me if I would make him a holster to accommodate this, and I'm absolutely more than happy to hook him up on this front. So he had some specifications. He wanted it a little wider and flatter, and left-handed, obviously, and he wanted it to fit a couple different size belt loops, right? So I hooked him up with that, and I think this turned out great. I'm very, very pleased with the definition. I mean, you can even see some of the slide serrations through this one, and I think that looks really, really hot. I also followed Century Gun Leather's recent recommendations on wet sanding the edge. So I didn't have any rubbing alcohol like he recommended, but I did have water. So when I hit this with the 600 grit, I used a little bit of water, and that is like totally silent. That feels like glass on that edge, and that is a fantastic piece of advice. And I've gotten a lot of good advice from him in the past, so you should definitely check out his channel. I linked to it on the front page over there. So anyway, yeah, Taurus PT 1911 railed holster. I like the way this turned out. Since I usually shroud all the controls on the holster prevent so that they don't get actuated by accident. But usually this is on the inside face of the gun, so I really like this detail of the curve, because this will wind up being on the outside face of the holster. But still, there is safety shrouding on the opposite side, because this gun has an ambidextrous safety. Anyway, so there we go. It's pretty good. Now, if that wasn't enough, it's got to run occasionally with the TLR3, which I think is a great choice. Doesn't add too much weight to an already hefty gun. So we're just going to tighten this guy up real quick. Snug it down nice and tight. Rocking the Leatherman Skeletal. Can't recommend it enough. Always comes in handy. Anyway, we have now the left-handed light-bearing Taurus PT 1911. First, before I get into that, let's take a quick talk about this gun here. Taurus gives you so much 1911 for your money. Look at this. Look at how much machine work they put into it. We've got front slide checkering, front grip serrations, serrations under the trigger guard here, which I really like, because when I grip, my grip involves a lot of, I kind of tend to wedge my finger under there and roll my hand forward and the thumb's forward grip, so that's a real good point of traction there for me. I like that a lot. And they give you a rail. I mean, there's something also about this grip. I feel like somehow it's thicker or a little beefier than a typical 1911 grip. But this thing feels like it's built like a tank. It's built very solidly, and I can see why he's very happy with this gun. The trigger's nice and light too. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, light-bearing holster. Now, on previous light-bearing holsters, I had described a way to sort of make like a blocking piece to create a channel for the light here, but I've since sort of stopped doing that. I've moved on to just pressing the holster as normal, and then just heating it up with the heat gun and turning it into like like a blend, like a gradient, so it's not like very choppy. At any rate, let's take a look at this guy here. Fits right in, good retention. I think this definition came out really well in all these areas of the gun here. And then on the back as well, got control shrouding, and there we go. That is a holster indeed. So yeah, lefties, you can get holsters too. I think these turned out very well. I'm going to be hooking him up with them tomorrow. I just wanted to show them off a little bit. Got a little muzzle opening here on both of them, so you can flush out the holster. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. It's been a prolific few days here, with the video and the 300 subs and this and that and the other thing. So here we go. I now have a clipboard for all of the orders. Let's see what's going on here. What do we have coming up? Yes, orders for handcuff carriers. There is a SIG 1911 with a TLR1 coming up, and 2 more 1911 holsters coming up, and that's that. It's going to be probably another week and a half to get all of that stuff out. It'll trickle out as we go out, but I really appreciate everybody's support, everybody's patience on the orders. It's kind of taken off. I'm still getting used to processing the volume, and I sincerely appreciate it. I'm thinking about cutting back more hours on the day job to make this happen for you guys, because it's turning into a real business. Anyway, thanks to Officer John, not only for this, thanking him for his order is not sufficient. You got to thank him for being on the force for so many years. I think we should all give him big ups for that, because that's not an easy job, especially not in Philadelphia. So, thank you, John, and I'll see you tomorrow.